Hey guys, I just made my video about Afghanistan and Joe Biden, and I thought I would make another unpopular opinion video just to catch you up to speed on recently had to quit my Path of Exile guild, and lost a lot of friends. Some of them were pretty cool, but the main ones I couldn't be friends with anymore, so I had to like dump them. I don't know how many years was it. Probably like 3, 4 years, 5 years, something like that. I was hanging out with these guys, and I mean they were pretty cool to hang out with. But after I got to know them a little too well, I don't know if they were the kind of people I would actually be friends with in real life. I mean, like a lot of them drink and they don't drink. It's not really a big deal to me, but like we agreed on a lot of stuff. We're all kind of nerds, but like I don't know. They didn't. You can't really be a nerd if you're like a married person that has like a complete like life. I feel like you kind of got to be a little bit of an incel like here, have like social problems like Austin. Austin's like he's kind of like us. I think he still hangs out with him. I guess I don't know. Anyway, this all started. There's another incident that happened a while back. So the girl of the group. Should I use real names or not? I don't know if I should like hide their names because their name. I don't know. Let's call her Amy. I'm just gonna make up a name. So a while back was hanging out. Like I hardly ever talk to her by myself because it's already kind of weird to like, cause like there was a group of people that all kind of knew each other from real life or other games. And then me and Austin and another guy joined later on and played Path of Exile with him. And the other guy that joined with me and Austin, I never really liked that guy, to tell you the truth. If he watches this, sorry, but he's kind of an asshole. He's been getting into it with the guys too. Like they've been pissing him off and he's been leaving. But he's kind of a know-it-all guy. Like he always knows something about everything. Or like certain fields he's an expert in for some reason. He'll get up in your shit too if he wants to prove you wrong. I don't know. A lot of things he does actually know and he'll help you with on. But it's kind of like, he just sounds obnoxious to me. I don't know. It's just something about our personalities don't jive. I mean, that's not a bad thing. You don't get along with everybody. So you gotta put up with it. And there was times where I just wanted to leave the guild anyway. But then, I was watching porn one day. And like I saw this new type of porn. Like every now and then I'll see a new type of porn I've never seen before. And I just want to go talk to people about it. And by the way, our Discord channel we hang out in, all the names of the rooms are like about dicks. It's like needs to measure your dick size, like giant dicks, little tiny dicks. I don't know. It's all about dicks. And even the guy that owns the Discord's name has nipple in his name. So it's like it's already kind of like, perverted, you'd think anyway. So like one day I saw a type of porn where it's like dudes that have like blow-up dolls, like really realistic dolls of women. I'm like, this is a whole category. Like it's weird. There's a whole category of porn I never knew existed. And then I was watching porn this one time. And I saw somebody giving a very interesting hand job and a technique I'd never seen before. It was kind of like this, and then and I was like, I gotta tell somebody about this. So I go to the chat, and only that girl's there. So I didn't even say what it was or anything. I just said, hey, I saw a really interesting porn video. She's like, don't even talk about that. Don't even mention it. I don't want to hear anything about it. I don't know why. Like, she just freaked the fuck out on me. Didn't even want to hear it. I was like, what? But I got something interesting to talk about. I really want to talk about this. It's like, no, don't talk about this. Like, it was really, really awkward. I was like, shit, okay, fine, jeez. Fucking weirdo. Like, if she was just like one of the dudes, or if the other guys had been present, it would have been totally fine to talk about it. But because she's a girl, can't talk about it. Whatever. So, maybe a year went by, or a few months or something, and then new leagues come out and shit. So, she's talking about like this guy she knew for like 10 years. Good friends with him, I guess. All of a sudden, he sends her a dick pic. And she was like, well, I end a 10-year friendship. I unfriended him. I can't have people sending me a dick pic like that. Which is kind of understandable. But I was trying to play devil's advocate, as I always do. You guys know this about me if you've been watching my videos for years. I always try to see both sides. And I try to find the good and the bad and the good, and try to like see it from both angles. And I'm not saying sending dick pics is a good idea. I wasn't even trying to say that. I was just trying to figure out, like, why is it, like, guys, like the guy I hang out with work all the time, he's always getting chicks to send him boob pics, pussy pics, just nudes and shit. He sends dick pics. I mean, it's like everybody's fine with it because he's like a good-looking dude. Like, all the women at work have been hitting on him. All kinds of shit's going on. You guys don't even know about. I can't even talk about. But like, it's cool if you're a good-looking person too. Like, if you're just like, I guess that's the deal. The guy wasn't. If you're not attracted to him, what's been deal with this 10-year friendship guy? It's bad. So, what was my point? My point was that, like, if you're a straight person and you, like, for men, it's fine for a guy to send another guy pics of boobs because you know he's going to be down for it. Like, guys want to see pics of the female nudes because we're straight. But straight women don't want to see the opposite sex nudes. But they're still considered straight. Why is that? Seems weird. And they're just, the whole fucking group went off on me about this. And they made it seem like I'm the bad guy. And they're just saying like, T2, you just don't send dick pics to people and shit. I'm like, I'm not saying you don't send dick pics. I'm not saying you do. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying, like, why is it that women and men are so different that the general expectation, if you got a female and she says she's straight, you would kind of expect her to want to see dicks, right? I mean, if guys want to see vaginas, girls want to see dicks. It's a pretty easy draw the line. Here, I'll show you in MS Paint. You got a straight guy, got vaginas and boobs. That's what he's into. Boom. That makes him straight. He likes that. So, what would make sense in this situation? You got a female that's straight. She must be attracted to something. We know all people watch porn. Males and females, everybody watches porn, right? Unless you're asexual. I eliminate the asexuals and whatever intersex bullshit and transgender, get rid of all that crap. We're just talking about straight guys, straight women. That's the claim. Why are women not like that? I mean, that makes it, that equals it out. It's symmetrical. I'm just trying to draw lines. So I brought up this scenario. I said, if an alien came down and you told him what males and females were, and you told him what dicks and balls were, and you told him what vagina and boobs were, and you said, okay, the guys are attracted to the opposite sex, wouldn't he think that by default the women would be attracted to the dicks and the balls since that's the opposite sex? That's all I said. And then the main guy, the leader of the guild, he starts bringing up a bunch of bullshit about, it had nothing to do with anything I said. Like, he didn't even read it. He was saying that I'm talking about rape and I'm promoting rape. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about rape? I'm just trying to point out the obvious here, that women aren't attracted to physical things. They're attracted to, like, romance or whatever bullshit. It's not even right. They're attracted to money and the possibility that some guy could take care of her while she has her babies. Is genetics. It's all they're attracted to. They're not attracted to the actual physical organs that are in the porn, even. I don't even know what they get turned on by porn. But there are some. I know there are some that are like, they just like sucking dick and they like looking at dicks. I know there are these women out there. They just won't admit it, I guess, most of them. But I've seen people talk about it. But I guess if you're like an upstanding woman that has a baby and a husband and shit, and you can't admit to any of this shit. I mean, you wouldn't expect women to like old balls because they're just a bunch of old balls. But I'm still like, this is how the math works out. One goes one way, one goes the other way. Or somebody's fucking lying. That's what I'm trying to get into. I'm trying to get into the deeper meanings of like why women are the way they are, and the difference between men and women, and like all this stuff about classism and sexism and People saying we make more money than they make and all these differences. I'm trying to get into some deep stuff. I could have solved the fucking human race problem almost. Not race, but like the human, the thing about the transgender shit and like why are the ones that are male to female, should they be straight then if they have the dick and they're still attracted to females but they were gay when they were female and all this kind of shit. I'm trying to figure this shit out. I'm actually trying. But they're just like, no, you're just about rape culture. You like raping people. You just want to send pictures of your dick. Like, fuck you guys. I'm out of here. I left. Never to go back. You've lost my respect. They're dishonest. They don't even pay attention to your argument. They just want to make their fucking argument. It's just like, I ain't got time for people like that in my life. Fuck that shit. So I left. It's not like my unpopular opinion was that it's okay to send dick pics or you should be doing that. Definitely don't be sending dick pics. Unless it's solicited. That was another thing. Like unsolicited dick pics. Like the guy at work. It was totally solicited. But, what's the worst thing that could happen if you send somebody a dick pic? You just don't look at it. Or you look at it once, you're like, gross. And you just put it away. It's not like you're forced to stare at it. I mean, you could probably... If it's really weird, you might get stuck in your head and you remember it forever, but... I don't know. End a 10-year friendship over a dick pic? And I'm the bad guy because I want to fucking explore the differences between the sexes? Fuck off with that shit.